for anyway. We pretend we're looking for something else. But it all leads us back to that silence that Roger's talking about today in his new book. Roger Housden's in the house talking about for lovers of God everywhere. We all want to feel deeply connected. We're afraid of this silence. And in our Western world, for those of you folks who are on the Western continents listening today, you're going to drink this up. Roger's reading poetry, interpreting poetry, talking about what it means to be a mystic. Where are they all? Where are the modern mystics? We're going to be covering some of those topics for the rest of the hour. Before the break, Roger, and we're streaming live, www.maryannelive.com. Roger, mystic. I mean, I get the word comes from the word mystery and probably deeper than that. Why does it elude so many of us, and what does it mean to be a mystic? Let's just revisit that for a moment so it doesn't feel so far away from some of us.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm glad you asked that because it's used in many different ways at the moment, and it can sound rather woo-woo, you know, out there. But it's a term that's been used for centuries, and it does mean mystery. It also means secret, and something that we experience in our interior world that is deep within us, that often we may have no words for, is a secret in a sense, you know. It's not something that necessarily that we're trying to keep secret, but it's our deepest sense of self. This is the realm of the mystic. That's really where you go in a mystic path. And it's also a way of exploration. You're navigating your way down and down, deeper and deeper, into the essence of who you are. And of course the secret of the mystic is that who you are essentially is the union with who everyone else is and what everyone else is. And that's why this poem speaks to that in such a tangible, the poem I just read, such a tangible, ordinary way. This guy here is out in Italy and he's there with his lover and they're drinking this beautiful wine and the moon is rising over the Umbrian hills. But if you really experience that in its fullness, that is it.
Right, and you don't just check your text right after, right? I mean, let's be real. You know, we're stopping in space and time right here, dropping into a mystical experience, looking at the sun, the moon, the stars, your love, you're drunk, and oh my God, who could that? Maybe that's a better lover. Maybe that's someone better, right?
Right.
How are we going to bridge this, people? We all crave, we're dying to be connected to the divine. Right. Roger, we're dying for what you've written. I drank it like I hadn't had something to drink in forever. I didn't even know I was thirsty, and I'm somebody on a path. What are we going to do to bridge that? You have to read Roger's book, obviously, is one of the things, but talk about that.
I have to read it. After you've just said that, I have to read this poem called Drink My Wine. Yes. And you know, wine is in every tradition. Why do the Sufis, the Buddhists, the Christians, the Hindus, everyone uses wine as a metaphor. Mm-hmm. And there's so many levels in this, but listen to this here. Jesus said, "Drink my wine, you will become me. I will become you. And all that is hidden, you will see with your own eyes." Jesus said, "Drink my wine, you will become me. I will become you. And all that is hidden, you will see with your own eyes." So the essence of that is there is no separation.
And let's point out, what is his wine anyway? Because I don't want anybody running out to the liquor store thinking getting high is the answer, which is what, and I'm not trying to diminish the depth of what you're saying. Sometimes we translate this to literally mean, let me get high and I'll be one with God. Right. A lot of people say that. What is the wine? Right. What does it mean, my wine?
Yeah, and we can go on with that, and again into layers and layers. But the wine is the beginning of the sense of communion. The wine itself is a metaphor for what we know, what in those moments when we have that sense of joining with, it could be another person, with, as in the first poem, with the hills, the moon, the sky, when just for a moment we forget our ordinary selves. We don't have to do anything. When we forget our ordinary selves, who we think we are, forgetting that, there it is.
And our culture is so driven to be iconic, right? I need to be the most special person here, so we trample over so many opportunities to feel connected to the divine in chasing that, and we've been programmed that we wake up in the morning and we need to build the whatever dream or move towards survival, Roger. It feels as though what we're looking for, which is right here, not that I'm the first person to have figured this out. You want to hide wisdom somewhere, you hide it inside of people, but
it has to be figured out moment by moment, every time new.
I hate that. I just want the one shot, right? I'm enlightened and you get to just coast. Why not? You have to reapply. I'm not interested.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got to reapply. Yeah. You've got to fall away again. You have to disappear again.
Right.
Now, disappear meaning what? Well, we all know these moments. It's very simple. These moments are something that everybody has and knows. These simple moments when maybe just on waking, as you wake in the first moment or two in the morning, and you're there, and everything is in its place. And there's no you looking out going, oh, there that is, and here I am, and what am I going to do today? Before that, there may be just a moment when there's not a little you sitting in your head thinking, what am I going to do today? Without that little person sitting in the head, everything is exactly as it is. That's the union. That's the wine. That's it.
And when we come back after the break, you can bring yourself and all of your whole community that lives inside your head to bring yourself to be one. For lovers of God everywhere, that means you, yourself, and I, or however that goes. I'm your host, Maryanne Comaroto. Back in just a minute